Hi guys, it is Dr. Fern here from Beacon Cove Dental Group, and guess what? Victoria, Melbourne is in another lockdown. So I wanted to come on to see what we can help you with in terms of getting your oral health, your mouth health, as healthy as it can possibly be during this next pandemic flux, okay? So as we know, viruses, bacteria, all around us all the time. It's not just COVID, but these infect us through our respiratory system, so literally through our mouth, our noses. And we as dentists and dental carers for you are in the best situation to help you keep your oral health, keep that first line of defense super strong against these viruses, including COVID, of course, right? But all viruses, flu, cold, influenza, COVID, you name it. So I'm coming on here to let you know what's going on with the body, what we can do, what you can do at home during lockdown to get things as healthy, as immune resistant as possible. That's your best bet, rather than waiting for it to be infected and then trying to treat the symptoms. As you know, BCD, Beacon Cove Dental, is all about holistic. So how can we keep our body whole? How can we help the body give it every chance of fighting? Now, inside the mouth, you have already a barrier against these viruses. And that barrier is called the mucosa. So if you look inside the mouth, it's a very thin, up to about 6 cells thick. Think about it like skin acting as a barrier against all the bugs, that you're up against all the time. In the mouth, it's the same. But the problem is, in the mouth, it's super fine, and that stops all the bugs. It's our little barrier to stop all those viruses from going into our bloodstream. Now, the problem is, because it's so thin, it's quite fragile as well. And a lot of stuff that we may be doing, you may be doing without even realizing, is actually compromising that layer, that protective layer of mucosa in our mouth, making it break down and more susceptible to being infected by viruses and getting sick. So a lot of the stuff on the shelf, unfortunately, has things like SLSs, it's got chemicals in it, it's got abrasives, it's got alcohol, and it's super acidic. And what happens is that if you're rinsing with the wrong things, if you're using wrong products, if you're, foaming up with soaps and SLSs, which are contained in a lot of the off-the-shelf stuff, even the organic stuff, unfortunately, then what happens is that it's compromising this layer. It's increasing the acidity in your mouth, and it's also killing off what I call the good bugs in your microbiome, because we've got good bugs and bad bugs in our mouth, and you really want to have those good bugs be prolific in order to help you fight against the viruses or invading bad bugs, okay? So just so that you know, a lot of the time, I don't want to go out and offend anyone here, but what I'm going to do is show you what I use for my family and myself, but also the team use, so that we can give our bodies every fighting chance of, success against these viruses, because it's all about keeping your immune system super healthy during this time. Of course, you're loading up with things like vitamin C, zinc, selenium, and, olive leaf every day. That's what we take, but please check with your doctor, because I'm not really an expert in that. That's what I do for myself. Okay, so we have sourced, literally, I have used so many different products. I don't know if you know my brand, Dr. Fern, but I'm all about holistic, helping the body heal itself. If you've been one of my patients before, and what we do at the clinic, it's all about how can we empower you to heal, to help yourself heal, rather than just, quash all the symptoms. So that's how our approach to health has always been. And I feel that once we trust the body, that it has its healing mechanisms, then we empower you to actually do the stuff that's really good for your bodies, eat the stuff that's good, look after it. This body is our temple, okay? It's not just the mouth and the mouth that I look at, it's everything. So if I can help you have that sense of appreciation too, then you will actually want to look after it, because it's an incredible vehicle. But that being said, let's have a look at the products that I'm using right now for myself and my family and my team are using, and they are incredible and sensational. And it's created by one of my friends in New Zealand. He's this incredible teacher and dentist as well. So it's Dr Hishams products, and what they do is actually help your body fight against the infections. And they're so gentle, they're so natural products that you and your children can actually swallow it and not be worried about, oh my God, am I poisoning my body right now? So we start off first with his alkalising mouth rinse, okay? So that's Dr. Hishams. It's a 3-pack system. So to use it all together is the most beneficial way, and that's why I always put these products together in a package. And Dr. Hisham's product, the first one is the Alkalising mouth rinse. Now, the Alkalising mouth rinse, it's predominantly what we call oxidizing. It's got sodium chloride in it, but what oxidizing does is it kills off the bacteria and fights inflammation for you and the viruses as well. But it also fights gum disease and bad breath and all of this stuff that is actually caused by bad bugs in the mouth, any disease in the mouth, infections, bad breath, all of that stuff, holes in the mouth, decay is all caused by these bad bugs. So what we're doing is we're putting that in first, using it as a mouth rinse, gargling, for as long as you can, hold it in a couple of minutes at least, and it's alkalizing. Anything that is acidic is going to cause disease and inflammation in the body, okay? Anything that's acidic. So we want to alkalize and get our pH to around 8, which is what our saliva kind of wants to be anyway to bring it back to normal. That's why we have saliva. So we're getting our saliva flow in the morning, and you are literally alkalizing with this rinse first. Now, if you are sick or feeling under the weather, you can use this as a throat gargle as well. Really, really amazing. I've almost been on the cusp of being sick multiple times, and I've had this and this system, and it's helped me so much, okay? So 1 minute or longer in the mornings. And be really careful of using I don't want to name products, but pretty much a lot of stuff on the shelf right now because it's super caustic, acidic, and they actually kill off your microbiome, the bacteria. This has also got xylitol, which is a prebiotic that feeds and helps your good bugs in your mouth generate more and be stronger so that can fight all the invaders. Okay, so think about it like that. So the next thing we have after this mouth rinse is our Vital Tooth Serum. This is beautiful, this product. It's got, once again, prebiotics, xylitol to help feed the good bugs, but it's also has 30% organic oils, essential oils like tea tree, coconut oil. It's got totara wood oil extract, which has a high effectiveness in fighting off viruses and bugs, and supernatural, okay? It can adhere to your skin, and what happens is it adheres around the gum line. You agitate it, soft toothbrush, literally a little bit of agitation. Super, super soft, always soft toothbrushes in here, okay? And what happens then is it clings on to the bad bugs and releases it. But it's also got other things like zinc and all sorts of beautiful minerals in here as well. So that is, you use as a serum, literally like a toothpaste that you're using, but you don't even have to rinse it off. You just spit and that's done, okay? Super beautiful for the teeth. So first mouth rinse, serum afterwards. Once a week, what I like to also use is this. This is Dr. Hisham's Organic Dental Detox Tooth Whitening Powder as well. It's a byproduct of that, because what it actually has is it's super, super oxidizing. So oxidization is the process by which we kill off the bugs, right? So it detoxifies, and all you have to do is you literally dip your brush in here, a wet brush in here, and you use it once a week all around. And that is sort of like a, deep cleanse for the mouth. It's like a, facial once a week for your teeth, okay? And I use it once a week. So what happens is that then, if I'm feeling a little bit sick, I will use this a couple more times, okay, during the week, if I'm feeling a bit under the weather or a bit sick, because it's got that oxidization effect. Used in conjunction with the serum twice a day, as your normal tooth brushing protocol. The serum is beautiful because it actually turns off the oxidization and modulates. It's like the human regulation. You have to turn off and on. You can't just continually oxidize all the time. It's basically mimicking what we have in the mouth, okay? So likewise, if you are feeling under the weather, 4 to 5 minutes of throat gargle off this one, and then some of this as well on top. So you use it, gargle, and generate saliva all over the mouth and throat as well. And in fact, if my nose is stuffy, this Vital Tooth Serum, it's got a bit of peppermint and it's got all of the amazing stuff. I actually put it up my nose or my daughter's nose if it's really stuffy, if it's getting a little bit run down. So I've also put it on ulcers, and it's apparently really good for nappy rash as well. So you can imagine this product, this triad is incredible, used only with a soft brush, and it has many, many uses, but during this time particularly, we are selling the 3-pack. So come and get your, I'm going to put a link below so you can actually order it online through us, with some postage and handling as well. I'm going to send it out to you. Generally, that lasts about 2 months for individuals, for a family, maybe a month, okay? But you need to have the 3-pack there to make it super, super, super effective, particularly with immune boosting during this time. So that's my recommendation to you. Try it, see how you go. But, I'm all about anything that can help increase your body's capacity to heal and increase immunity without poisoning it. And yes, I'm also science trained. We will give you a little bit of, other stuff as well that will help. Hydrogen peroxide, antibiotics is called when it comes, we need it when we need it. But everything else for me is like in how can I help you help your immune system during this time. So click on the link below, get this for yourself and your family. There's also a kids serum as well for kids. You can order that. And the cost of this is on the link below. Much cheaper if you buy it in a 3-pack. Otherwise, individually, they're anywhere between $35 to $40 each. Okay, so buy it as a 3-pack, and you can actually start to create a continual subscription on that as well. Okay, I hope you and your family are well and really looking after each other during this time. Just reduce your stress as much as possible. That's going to be the #1 killer as well to your immune system. Everything that you can, your body is your temple. Please look after yourself. And I will see you, and all of us at B-City will see you at the clinic, and we'll continue to keep the clinic up and running as much as we can to help you during this time. Mwah.